Welcome to the Fantasy Audiobook. Inventory of Konoha's top 10 ninjas at the beginning, scared Boruto. Chapter 61. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen could only watch the crowd besieging him with a wry smile. Suffering from cyber violence, Eastern Suburb Farmer, Sarutobi Hiruzen. Don't say you are dead, even if you are still alive, I will fight you hard. House Architect. Don't think that we can let you go if you die. Whether it is Konoha village at this time, or the villagers in the Pure Land world, they are crazy and want to settle accounts with Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen's head is about to explode. What are these things? Can you still have a good time? How long are you going to be hacked? When I saw the villagers, agitation. The Konoha village guards were secretly relieved. Fortunately, Sarutobi Hiruzen has ascended to heaven, otherwise, who would stop so many angry villagers? The portrait and ashes of Sarutobi Hiruzen were also quickly removed from the shrine in Konoha village. Sarutobi Hiruzen in the Pure Land world is so angry that his soul will evaporate directly. I don't know if its soul full of holes can still impure world reincarnation. No more. Is there a way to block this chat group? Anyway, I am so miserable, I am dead, can't I get a moment of peace? It's a pity that the broadcasts from the system are everywhere. Even if he covers his eyes and ears, he will still know about these things that happened in the ninja world. It's really tormenting. After seeing Konoha village jumping like crazy, countless people laughed so hard that their stomachs ached. Mifune. Speaking of which, the reason why Sarutobi Hiruzen's body is so old in impure world reincarnation must be because it is too empty. Hanzo. I don't know how many times a day I have nosebleeds, ha ha ha. Second Tsuchikage. Ginger is still old and spicy, it really deserves to be old and astringent, old and strong. Orochimaru. I can't help it, teacher, I can't do it if I want you to be younger. I really don't understand what's so good about women. Sarutobi Hiruzen. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen is already lying flat. All right, whatever you say is what it is. I don't care about you anymore. Senju Hashirama. Having said that, we almost forgot what we were discussing before. Mito, hurry up and give me this transformation pill. Uzumaki Mito. Why do you still remember it? Senju Hashirama. Let me have a chance to meet in the future to shoulder the role of protecting Konoha village. This is my will of fire. Sasuke. That's right, I suddenly feel that I really need this transformation pill. Naruto. Ah, Sasuke. Do you even want to fight me? How bad is that? You have a family. Zerarna. Dad, do you really want to be so overwhelmed? Hinata. Naruto. What do you mean? Don't you have a family? Naruto. I don't mean anything, I just think I am Hokage. I should take on this responsibility, and this is the sacrifice I should be able to make. Hinata. Why do I feel that you seem to be very happy? On the contrary, it seems to be in your arms. Sasuke watched their conversation speechlessly. At the same time, after looking at the Otsutsuki Jinshi and Momoshi next to him with apprehension, he sighed again. Sasuke. Listen to me. I think I need to hold this thing, just in case, because I have encountered a strong enemy right now. Naruto. Sasuke. What kind of enemy did you encounter? Did you find it difficult? Sasuke. That's right, it's from the Otsutsuki clan. But because of the existence of the system, I can't continue to fight with them now, so I'm not in a hurry, and I just started to speak out now. Senju Hashirama. It turned out to be a member of the Otsutsuki family. Sasuke. Yes, I met two people. One is called Momoji. I don't know the strength of this Dao style. But the strength of his teammates has already made me feel very difficult, and I am not sure that I can beat him. Uzumaki Mito. I didn't expect such people to appear, and there are two of them. Then Sasuke, you may be in a little danger now, so I will give you this thing first. Naruto. Sasuke, where are you now? I'm coming right now. Sasuke. I'm in Kagaya's palace, you shouldn't be able to come, but don't worry, I'll be fine. Otsutsuki Momoshiki and others on the side frowned after seeing this situation. Unfortunately, there is nothing they can do to change anything. After all, there is a more powerful system above them. This so-called Sasuke seems to have been strong already, and also has the Rinnegan of the Otsutsuki clan. He seems to have once gained the power of the Otsutsuki clan, but then disappeared. I don't even know what happened in the past. But one thing is for sure. If he is allowed to obtain it again, his strength will be even more unfathomable. In this terrible ninja world, no one can guarantee that their Otsutsuki people will not capsize. Hateful. If this system disappears, I have to act first. Solve these troublesome enemies as soon as possible, and don't let them grow up slowly. In the chat group, everyone is still discussing the ownership of the transformation pill. Senju Hashirama. There is also a transformation pill, just give it to me. Uzumaki Mito. Don't even think about it, who knows what's the use of feeding people in the Pure Land world. It's better to give it to the existing strong people in Konoha village. I think Might Guy is pretty strong. Might Guy, thank you Mito-sama for your appreciation. But I'm a person who doesn't know much about ninjutsu. I'm afraid it's a waste to give it to me. It's good to give it to 6th Hokage Kakashi. Hitaki Kakashi. Oh, why not? I am called the weakest Hokage in history. Might Guy. Don't worry, Sarutobi Hiruzen is obviously the weakest in the current reviews. Ah, no, he's not Hokage anymore, so Kakashi you might still be the weakest. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Kakashi. Let's go, Guy, if I become a woman, there is a difference between a man and a woman, and I won't be able to play with you casually in the future. Might Guy. Oh, that's right, that's what I said. And after seeing that people in Konoha village were scrambling or giving way, people in the scientific community said they had something to say. Orochimaru. Why don't you give me this thing directly? I don't care about gender or anything. Maybe give this thing to me, and I can study the principle and realize mass production. In that case, wouldn't it be better? Jiraiya. Orochimaru, what do you mean by this? What is gender neutral? Orochimaru. Jiraiya, your thinking is really too backward. My current nature has long been beyond ordinary gender, even beyond human beings. When you are still pursuing ninjutsu, I have touched the truth of science. Jiraiya. Then you were really the same pervert as before, even worse. Orochimaru. Ha ha ha, thank you for the compliment. This is really the greatest encouragement to me. Jiraiya. I didn't mean to praise you. Orochimaru. There is no way, human abilities have their own limits, unless you can surpass human beings. So, I don't want to be a human anymore. Jiraiya. I don't know what to say, let's give you a round of applause. Yakushi Kabuto. Come on, Master Orochimaru. Tsunade. But forget it, even if it is given to you, it may not have much effect. After all, this system is beyond our cognition. I don't think you can research. Suddenly, the entire ninja world fell into crazy thinking. If even great figures such as the god of ninja can give up their reserve, then what's wrong with them? Everyone who was still very speechless about this transformation pill, who had never thought about it, began to think seriously. If he could become as powerful as Sage of Six Paths, then what else would he care about? Although the status of Chunin in the current world is getting lower and lower, they have never forgotten the ninja spirit. The era of ninjas is not over yet. In order to become stronger, what is the point of sacrificing the sun? Isn't it just not being a man, woman? Don't you see, some people don't even want to be human in order to become powerful. Uchiha Itachi in the Pure Land world began to think to himself. I did a lot of wrong things in the past, and I don't know when I will have the chance to make up for it. If I have a chance to get this transformation pill, then I have to be a good sister and give Sasuke the love of his loved ones that he has never felt before. And silently dedicate everything to Konoha. Uchiha Itachi let out a long sigh. Sasuke, don't talk about family affection, I guess I haven't enjoyed the happiness of a woman much. By the way, come to think of it, Sasuke seems to be married, right? I don't know if his wife can be more open-minded and be sisters with Sasuke. However, Uchiha Itachi suddenly thought of something. Wait, what if the enemy Sasuke encounters is so powerful that he has to become a younger sister? When I think of the cute Sasuke who will never grow up, after becoming a younger sister. The expression on Uchiha Itachi's face is even more exciting. My stupid and poor sister. This doggy Otsutsuki family, I have to make them look good. As for Orochimaru, he didn't even need to think about the cost of the transformation pill. What is the point of sacrificing oneself for the sake of science? Besides, he didn't think it was a sacrifice at all, but he enjoyed it instead. If people want to achieve real evolution, how can they be confined by gender? I really want to study what series of changes will happen to my body after I eat this transformation pill. I don't know what kind of scientific truth it will contain. Will it explore a way to realize human longevity and the overall evolution of human beings? Is it possible to break through the limitations of chakra, transcend the limitations of ninjas, and even go out of the ninja world to explore the entire universe? Moreover, after combining with the mysterious legend of the strong Otsutsuki, Orochimaru was even more excited. If you can completely unravel the secrets of this world, it will definitely be the most exciting thing. At the same time, Sarutobi Hiruzen also looked at this award with envy. If they don't want to eat it, then it's best to give it to me, so I won't change my gender. I'm someone who would give anything for Konoha village. As long as you can make up for your mistakes, so what if you become a woman? Sarutobi Hiruzen began to dream, completely ignoring whether anyone would pay attention to his wishful thinking. At the same time, another old yin ratio, Danzo, after seeing such a powerful reward, of course coveted it very much. If you can get this thing, then the so-called Hokage is nothing more than that, right? Don't even need to get Hokage, he is the god of this world. Although I heard people in the chat group say that in the fourth battle of the ninja world, there are many six paths gods. Don't know if this is true. But if I can become such a character, I will definitely stand on the top of the ninja world. The other side, Luo Sha of Sunagakur also began to think secretly. Speaking of which, for so long in our village, there hasn't been a female fungiying. I don't know if Gaara is willing. You must know that in the land of winds with such harsh weather conditions, it is difficult to give birth to a beautiful woman. If Gaara can obtain such a transformation pill, not only will it have a very strong strength, and it will also have a friendly appearance that is deeply loved by the people. This is definitely a very beautiful thing, he he he. By the way, I don't know if Gaara has found his wife. If not, then he must eat it quickly. Luo Sha also asked Gaara in the chat group. Luo Sha, at Gaara, are you married yet? Gaara, not really, but I have a son. Luo Sha, ah, what's going on? Gaara, he is my adopted child Shinshi. I value him very much. Luo Sha, oh, so that's the case, it's okay. Explain son, are you not interested in women? Haha. Gaara, Dad, do you want to say it so loudly in the chat group? Gaara was distraught. I thought my father had noticed the secret feelings in my heart. It is impossible for him to find a wife or something in his life. And Luo Sha continued to think in his heart. If there is a problem with the system next time, I have to answer quickly. Anyway, I'm already dead, so no amount of punishment is worth it. But once you get a good reward, it will definitely be a huge profit. Kurigakure. Terumi Mei also began to think seriously. Chenjuro, do you think it would be a good thing if we obtain this transformation pill? Seeing Terumi Mei's straight eyes, Chojiro's body trembled. Sister Terumi Mei, don't think too much, I don't want to be your sister. Terumi Mei said angrily, what are you thinking? I mean, what if I were your big brother? Chojiro let out a long sigh of relief. That's it, that's not impossible. But if this is the case, will other villages gossip about us? Why do you want to do this? Terumi Mei rolled her eyes coquettishly. Whatever, I'm so old and I can't find a partner. I might as well go to my good sister from the past. I can't find a husband, isn't it easy to find a wife? Chojiro had black lines on his face. This picture is so beautiful that even he dare not imagine it. Sure enough, unmarried women are very scary, and unmarried older women are even more terrifying. As long as Sister Terumi Mei is happy. Terumi Mei's voice was much lower. Okay, then hurry up and find the people of the Shueyu clan, see if they have some Grandmaster secret techniques, and try to sneak into Konoha village. Chojiro also knew that Terumi Mei was serious, so he immediately arranged for people to carry out the task. At the same time, many senior officials of Shinobi Village also tried their best to arrange people to sneak into Konoha village to search for relevant information. It is absolutely impossible to obtain such a powerful prop as the transformation pill. Therefore, they had to use some unknown secret techniques, or extremely powerful forbidden technique. Fourth Raikage was also lost in thought at this time. I am such a tough guy, can I really change my gender? It's unbelievable to think about it. Anyway, I will be alone for the rest of my life. As a straight man, there is no woman close to him at all. In that case, what's the point of becoming a muscular girl fairy? True power is gender neutral. The other side, Deidara and Scorpion are very disdainful. Why are these people so interested in an inexplicable transformation pill? It's really boring to grab such a nonsensical thing. Isn't it artistic at all? Kakuzu calculated with fingers. I'm just interested in money. What good will it do me to be a woman? It's not good, it's really boring. I might as well think about how to sell this transformation pill for a good price. I still owe the system 50 million taels. It's too miserable. At the same time, Nine Tails and other tailed beasts secretly said in their hearts, I don't know if it's useful for us to eat these transformation pills. If you can get strong power, that's not bad. Even if the image is a little weird, but if you can get the power of 6 paths, all of this is nothing. When everyone was discussing, the screen finally started to continue the live broadcast again. As soon as they saw the picture on the screen, everyone was secretly amused. The appearance of the transformation pill just now was really shocking. Let the people in the whole ninja world forget about the live broadcast room. Correct. In the following live broadcast, we must try our best to answer the questions correctly. Only in this way can one obtain such a powerful reward as the transformation pill. In the picture, Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama continue to fight. On another battlefield, at this time, Naruto has killed Obito. Senju Hashirama's wood clone also suggests, don't forget Uchiha Madara, he must be sealed. Afterwards, all the people in the sealing class were dispatched to prepare to seal Uchiha Madara. As long as Uchiha Madara is completely sealed, this war can be completely ended. Under the eyes of everyone's expectations, Naruto also dispatched immediately, came to the highest point of the sacred tree, and began to search for the location of Uchiha Madara. At the same time, other ninja alliances are also trying to find the location of Uchiha Madara. However, they have no direction below and can only search aimlessly. And at this time, the dark clouds even floated below the moon, and the blood-red moon completely covered it. Although Obito, a major enemy, has been resolved at this time, it still looks like a storm is about to come. The dark clouds gradually pulled down like a black curtain, and the strong wind roared like a devil. Everyone's hearts were still oppressed by the gloomy dark clouds, and they felt very stuffy. Will there be any surprises next? Can they successfully resolve this war? Soon, Naruto, who has excellent perception, found Uchiha Madara below. While everyone was fighting Obito, he was still fighting Senju Hashirama. So, Naruto immediately rubbed a super large jade spiral shuriken. Call out! A huge blue ball of light flashed above the sacred tree, and at this moment Naruto seemed to become a light, illuminating the entire Yechen. At the same time, it also illuminates the battlefield of the entire ninja world war. It has brought hope to countless people. And on the other side, Senju Hashirama is still fighting Uchiha Madara. The more they fought, the more exhausted they became. When Naruto and others fought Obito, they also experienced a fierce battle. Uchiha Madara's complete body, Susanoo, has lost more than half of it, and began to become smaller and smaller. Senju Hashirama's wooden golem also dropped numerous fragments and eventually couldn't maintain its form. They all burst out with the last remaining Chuck Qianzhao pulls. The desperate blow began. Uchiha Madara controlled the chakra black rod to shoot out and penetrated into Senju Hashirama's body. Swish! Senju Hashirama also retreated rapidly, and bound Uchiha Madara's body with a wooden dragon. Wooden dragons are densely packed, 3 layers inside and 3 layers outside, entangled Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara struggled desperately, but to no avail. At the end of his strength, he still failed to defeat Senju Hashirama in the end. Even with the help of the body of impure world reincarnation, he still failed to defeat the opponent he had been thinking about for many years in the end. Although Uchiha Madara is confident about her plan, she is also a little frustrated. Senju Hashirama said with a sigh of relief. This wooden dragon can absorb your chakra. In this case, your ability to absorb ninjutsu will be invalidated. After seeing this scene, everyone once again praised Senju Hashirama desperately. Might Guy. Master First Hokage is really too strong, and he defeated Uchiha Madara. Yamato. And this is not the strongest state of Master First Hokage, right? The ultimate move he can use at the peak, Sage Art Wood Style True Several Thousand Hands, has not been used yet. Senju Tobirama. With the help of Impure World Reincarnation, Uchiha Madara did not worry about running out chakra, and he also absorbed my big brother's Hashirama cells, and opened Rinnegan, but he still failed to defeat my big brother. Uchiha Madara. HMPH, this is not a failure, please keep your eyes open. At this moment, the screen continues to play. After seeing Naruto's large jade spiral shuriken, the Ninja Alliance immediately realized something. This is Naruto's attack. That means Uchiha Madara should be there. Great, with Naruto's instructions, we don't have to run around. Naruto is indeed the light in our hearts. In the chat group. Boruto. I really didn't expect that, Dad, you would be praised by so many people. Naruto. Ha 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 ha, your dad is very powerful, don't underestimate me. Killer Bee. Thank you Naruto for giving Uchiha Madara the big jade spiral shuriken. At this time, Senju Hashirama in the picture is also very happy. The son of the 4th generation Hokage really sees the opportunity. Just right for me to beat Uchiha Madara. Meanwhile, Uchiha Madara's pupils suddenly dilated after being entangled by the wooden dragon. He found out that his chakra was indeed being taken by the wood dragon. Even with the restoration chakra advantage of Impure World Reincarnation, it is impossible to break through the power of wood dragon. And after that, a blue flash struck. Boom! Uchiha Madara takes a heavy blow from Naruto's oversized jade spiral shuriken. At this point, Senju Hashirama finally breathed a sigh of relief. Very good, then I will wait for Naruto to come over and seal you completely. Senju Hashirama has seen the last light, and this is basically his highlight moment in the 4th Ninja World War. Senju Hashirama is already very satisfied to compete with Uchiha Madara and provide his own strength for the new generation such as Naruto. This is the will of fire that has been inherited in one continuous line. After the picture arrived here, it began to gradually become dark. Everyone also finished watching Senju Hashirama's clip with endless interest. At the same time, Zhang Yu also heard the rewards given to him by the system. Ding! Congratulations on the success of your edited video, which has received countless shocks and excitement. The accumulated emotional energy is 1.2 million points. Reward you with Senju Hashirama's Blood Succession Limit Wood Style, and get Senju Hashirama's Sage Mode at the same time. The skills related to this wood style, such as Wood Style Wooden Dragon Technique, Wooden Golem Jutsu, Sage Art True Several Thousand Hands Ding Shengwufo, Sage Art Mayayanman, etc., can also be used by you. After hearing this, Zhang Yu was very satisfied. After all, he is the famous ninja god, and he also has the emotional experience that everyone wants 8 trigrams. Therefore, the emotional energy obtained is indeed the most among so many characters. I believe he will become everyone's long-term worship model and source of happiness. After seeing the reward from Senju Hashirama, Zhang Yu was also very happy. This wood style can suppress tailed beasts and has a strong binding ability. And also able to absorb chakra, completely unafraid of war of attrition. At the same time, it allows the user to have powerful destructive power and a life that is constantly regenerated. It is indeed a very good blood inheritance limit. The ninjas of later generations can't learn it even if they want to, and can barely obtain the weakened version of wood style technique through the extremely difficult method of transplanting Hashirama cells. Coupled with the cool Sage Mode of Senju Hashirama in seconds, and the most shocking Sage Art in the Hokage world, True Several Thousand Hands Ding Shang Hua Buddha, it is perfect. After receiving these rewards, Zhang Yu is ready to start the next edit. At the same time, there were also heated discussions in the chat group. This Senju Hashirama is truly the god of ninjas. Everyone will never forget the role he played in the 4th Ninja World War. Although it may be a bit ambiguous when it comes to the relationship with Uchiha Madara. But this only adds to the charm of Senju Hashirama, making people see his affectionate side even more. At the same time, it also provides countless 8 trigrams and jokes for the ninja world. The meme between Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama, they can play for a long time. When everyone was looking forward to it, a new video was finally born. Ding! Continue to live broadcast Konoha Village Top 10 Ninja Ranking. Top 5. When they heard that it was top 5, everyone was amazed. Onoki. After watching the video for so long, I almost forgot the time. Didn't expect to be ranked 5th. Terumi Mei. There are so many strong people in Konoha Village. It's unimaginable. Gaara. If there is no accident, there are actually only a few strong players here. We should all know them very well, but we don't know how the specific rankings will be arranged. Killer Bee. I don't know who the first one is. The picture began to gradually clear up. First, a man with a white Uzumaki-like mask appears. Everyone can recognize it. This is Uchiha Obito before his identity is revealed. It seems that the notorious war criminal Obito is the 5th person. Next, the screen began a formal plot. Uzumaki White Zetsu suddenly appeared from the ground and began to report to the pressurized vent. 8 tails and 9 tails have already appeared. What should we do with the big names? Or it would be better to negotiate as a bargaining chip. Obito said indifferently. I don't need these daimyos anymore. I originally wanted to use these daimyos to put pressure on the Ninja League. It's just to force out 8 tails and 9 tails. Now that the 2-tailed beasts have appeared, there is no need for a big one anymore. As long as the Infinite Tsukuyomi project is successful, then everything will be fine. While talking, Obito suddenly stood up, his momentum soaring. Keep Black Zetsu and the others there, and let them keep Mizukage and the others in check. Next, it's time for me to join the battle. Naruto, Killer Bee, here I come. However, I have to go to the substitute to grab it first. After speaking, Obito's body starts to hollow, ready to officially enter the battlefield. In the chat group, Boruto, Dad, are you going to the battlefield too? Take it easy. If something happens to you, CFEB, the Ninja Alliance is in danger. Naruto, don't worry, who is your father? I will join the war, it will only make the Ninja Alliance more stable. Killer Bee, and me and 8 Tails, both contributed a lot. The screen continues to play. The other side, on a coast. Wangtu, Akamichi Choji and Tiantian are working hard to clear White Zetsu. After Darui looked around, he was still very satisfied. He came to Kakuzu who was being suppressed by Akamaiki Dingzao, and proudly said. We've already won, we've held the coastline so you can't land successfully. Obito's figure suddenly appeared in a fluttering manner. He said lightly, summoning, boom, a large and terrifying monster suddenly appeared and was summoned by Obito. His flesh and blood squirmed in a rock-like shell, his skin was gray-brown like a tree, there were many protrusions on his back that looked like stakes, and his hands and feet were still shackled. The 9 hideous and terrifying eyes on the monster's head stared straight at the Ninja Coalition, making everyone's scalp numb, and they swallowed with difficulty. This is the Geto statue. Clang, clang, Geto statue broke free of the shackles directly, and a majestic chakra momentum burst out immediately, impacting the surrounding Ninja Coalition forces. Thump, thump, ordinary ninjas can't even stand firm in front of this Geto statue. They were all pale, looking at the giant beast in front of them tremblingly, almost stopped breathing. Akamichi Choji and Akamaiki Dingza, facing the enemy, continued to maintain the multiplication technique and began to fight side by side. They look about the same size as the Geto statue. But after fighting Geto statue in close quarters, they realized that they were completely vulnerable in front of Geto statue. With strength alone, Geto statue was invincible and knocked them all to the ground. Bang, bang, the 2 giants of Akamaiki's family fell to the ground, splashing dust all over the sky, which made everyone's hearts fall even more suddenly. Immediately afterwards, Geto statue continued to charge forward invincibly. Iwagakure's Lois looked dignified, immediately consumed a huge amount of chakra, and used Earth-style mountain soil technique. 2 huge hemispherical rocks rose from the ground and immediately clamped Geto statue. But even Huang Tu's large ninjutsu is completely powerless against Geto statue. Geto statue pushed away 2 huge rocks with light force. Shish! Geto statue also used the long-range lightning-style technique, controlling the lightning to sweep the enemies ahead. Let the ninja allied forces turn their backs in an instant. Nara Shikamaru immediately guessed based on the information from the previous 5-cage talks. This huge monster is the container used to seal the Jinchuriki. They must find a way to stop the actions of the masked man and Geto statue. And at this moment, as the Gedo statue wreaks havoc, King Dai quickly finds out where the Six Paths ninjas are. Red gourd and amber clean bottle. Darui yelled that it was not good, and wanted to stop it immediately. However, Obito just said lightly, "I don't need a ninja, I just need what's inside." He's ready to kill the future fifth Raikage. While Obito was speaking, a shadow suddenly appeared at his feet. Call out, "This is Nara Shikamaru's shadow binding." At this moment, Shikamaru, who thought he had finally succeeded, said seriously. After the gold horns and silver horns with chakra were used up on the front line, they planned to seal these 9 tails chakras into that big guy. What a scheming plan. Obito complimented Nara Shikamaru lightly. Sure enough, it's the brains of the Ninja Alliance. It would be fine if you weren't in the opponent's camp, it's a pity. As soon as the words fell, Obito's eyes suddenly turned cold. Gedo statue roared, and immediately got rid of Wangtu's earth-style technique. Then jump up. Bang! In an instant, the gravel on the ground splashed and dust rose. Gedo statue's huge body rose into the air and jumped over a hill. Then landed heavily on top of Nara Shikamaru. When Nara Shikamaru saw the gigantic beast falling from the sky, he immediately turned pale with fright, and a flash of horror flashed in his eyes. Oops! This is the end. In the blink of an eye, before Nara Shikamaru could think for too long, Gedo statue landed heavily. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. The huge shock seemed to be able to shatter the coast, causing countless fine cracks to appear on the ground of the coast. Obito also took this opportunity to quickly evacuate. Here, Obito can summon the incomplete 10 tails as long as he has the red gourd and the amber bottle. As for the ninja coalition here, he doesn't pay attention at all. Soon, Gedo statue also disappeared in place. The allied ninja army looked at Obito, who was leaving in a hurry, and Shenlong lost his mind for a while. Reminiscent of Obito's powerful oppressive force, they are even more shocked. It seems that the next battle will be even more difficult for their ninja coalition forces. Obito has achieved his strategic goal, and his next move will definitely be even more terrifying. In the chat group, Nara Shikeo. Ah, Dad, are you okay? Nara Shikamaru. Of course it's fine, otherwise, where would you be? Yuchoji uncle saved me. Nara Shikeo. What a blessing. Boruto. This Gedo statue seems to be some 10 tails I have seen before. Naruto. Yes, they are almost the same thing. To be precise, it is the body of 10 tails. Boruto. Is this the tool Obito uses to realize Infinite Tsukuyomi's plan? It's really scary. Fortunately, there are so many powerful coalition forces on the stage. Through the screen, Boruto can feel the powerful oppressive history of Gedo statue and Obito. Plus these impure world reincarnation powerhouses, as well as the countless white Zetsu who exhausted the ninja coalition forces. The Fourth Ninja World War back then must have been a very difficult war. Seniors have worked so hard. And among them, his father is still an important target of Obito. I don't know what great contribution he will make in the future. Having said that, the status of 9 tails is so important, so does Naruto, who still owns 9 tails at this time, still have important strategic significance. And will there be villains who don't know the heights and depths of the world, come to capture 9 tails, and make things difficult for Naruto? For some reason, Boruto had an ominous premonition, and he couldn't help but secretly worried. Then, the screen quickly switched. The environment in the battlefield has turned into night. Obito seems to feel that the situation of the battle is getting worse and worse, so he decides to forcibly launch the plan first. His hands are stamped. Boom! The 6 paths ninja tools, the red gourd and the amber bottle appeared in front of his eyes. Then, he threw one of 8 tails long tails and 6 paths ninja directly into Gedo statue's mouth. This one has the power of 8 tails and 9 tails. The next moment, 10 tails immediately started calling frantically. Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! A heart-pounding roar exploded. The gravel and sand around them were all hit by a huge impact, and they shot straight into the sky. After feeling the ferocious aura of 10 tails, Kakashi and the others all looked solemn, with cold sweat dripping from their foreheads. Obito said calmly, I originally wanted him to be resurrected in a complete state. However, even if the bodies of 8 tails and 9 tails are only a part, the strength of 10 tails will not be affected. Feel it good, the resurrection of the 10 tails. And the coming of the end of the world. Through Obito's mouth, Kakashi and others realized that this Geto statue is the carrier of 10 tails. I also understand that some of the chakra of 8 tails and 9 tails have already reached the mouth of Geto statue. 9 tails began to explain to everyone. Among the 6 paths ninja tools left by Sage of 6 paths, there is a powerful sealing technique. At the beginning, Jin Zhao once challenged 9 tails, obtained a part of chakra in 9 tails' body. So the 6 paths ninjas with golden horns and silver horns sealed, there is 9 tails chakra. At this time, the body of this Geto statue already has chakra from 1 tail to 9 tails. The so-called 10 tails is a collection of chakra from 1 tail to 9 tails. 10 tails is the origin of chakra. That is, the god of creation. He can destroy the world and move mountains and seas. So they have to prevent 10 tails from fully resurrecting. Fortunately, the chakra of 9 tails and 8 tails acquired by 10 tails may not be too much, so there is still the possibility of stopping 10 tails. But when Obito heard this, he just smiled coldly. There is no need for 10 tails to be resurrected in full form. My purpose is just to create a large illusion, infinite Tsukuyomi. Let the human beings on the entire planet fall into the same illusion, creating a world without individuals. This is a perfect world without war. Only when everyone abandons their individual consciousness will the real ideal world be realized. There is no hope in our world, let's destroy it as soon as possible. This dream will be a beautiful dream that can never end. Obito seriously talks about his ideal plan. And Naruto naturally wouldn't agree with him. Don't be self-righteous. I have a father, a mother, and teacher Jiraiya. Children look up to heroes. So I was able to rush forward without any confusion, and become a stronger Hokage than previous Hokages. This is my dream. In the chat group, Boruto. So this is the legendary Infinite Tsukuyomi project. It's so fantastic. Isn't the real world good? Is the game not fun? Zerarna. You were right. Even if you are severely traumatized in your heart, you can't take revenge on the world like this, right? Uchiha Madara. HMPH. A child who has never seen the world, how dare you speak so shamelessly? You don't know what war and pain are, do you? Conan. It's true that people nowadays don't know the real pain, right? But there's nothing wrong with that, it's just a gap between the times, right? Boruto. Dad, your image is no longer good, but I still praise you a few words. You were right, only by keeping your feet on the ground can you get real happiness. Naruto. Boruto, how old are you? Do you want to preach to me? Do you want to talk to me? You also give me down-to-earth learning. On screen, Might Guy also said enthusiastically. Although I don't want my youth to end, the dream will always wake up one day. Kakashi also nodded. That's right, dreams are made to come true. And Killer Bee continues to immerse himself in a world of his own. Dreams. Dreams have lots of things like bigger and fuller girls. 8 Tails couldn't help complaining. It's really courageous to reveal your orientation at this time. In the chat group, everyone is making jokes. Mabui. Oh, I really didn't expect Master Killer Bee to have such a side. Tupamelo Wooden Golem. No wonder he always wears a pair of sunglasses, I don't know where his eyes are aiming. Fourth Rakage. Hee, brother, the big war is coming, you are still so calm, really amazing. Terumi May. Sure enough. No wonder Naruto and Killer Bee get along so well, they really have a common topic. I don't know if Naruto has ever used the seduction technique on Killer Bee. Naruto. To tell you the truth, I have actually used it, ha ha ha. Hinata. Naruto. You don't have to tell the truth. Naruto. I can't help it, it's my ninja way to speak up. 8 Tails. Let me just say it, Killer Bee, it's really courageous for you to say it so loudly in public. Killer Bee. What's the so-called? Sing as much as you want, and sing loudly. Sam Yi. Teachers of 7th Hokage, are they all so astringent? Ha 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 ha. Jiraiya. Cough cough cough. Kakashi. Cough cough cough. Fourth Rakage. Sure enough, my younger brother must have been led bad by Naruto, so in essence he was led bad by Sarutobi Hiruzen. It's all your fault, old-fashioned critic. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Fourth Rakage. Why don't you refute now, are you guilty? Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen in the Pure Land world looks loveless. Are you right? Hehe, you can say whatever you like. I want to lie down, can't I? If you have the ability, come out and beat me with impure world reincarnation. As long as I have no morals, I will not be kidnapped by morals, let alone be accused of moral problems. Uchiha Obito in the picture continues his concept of curtain doors. The existence of individuals will make the truth blurred, so I am nobody, and I don't want us to have the concept of individuals in the future. Of course, Naruto, Kakashi and others will naturally not agree with his negative ideals, and want to try their best to escape Obito. And after some quarrels, neither side could convince the other, and they officially started a big battle. Naruto also vowed to smash Obito's mask completely. And at this moment, the screen began to switch, omitting the battle process. Another flash, and came to a shocking picture. 9 Tails and 8 Tails opened their mouths wide open at the same time. Call out. Not long after, an incomparably huge-tailed beast bomb was condensed, ready to be launched with a bang. 9 Tails said solemnly, "We must kill 10 Tails before it can be revived." Not long after, the tailed beast bomb was completely condensed. They burst out with an overwhelming impact. Then it suddenly collided with the barrier of 10 Tails. Boom! The huge shock wave, containing the moving art that made Deidara want to quit the live broadcast room, quickly swept in all directions. Where 10 Tails was, a mushroom cloud towering into the sky immediately rose, engulfing 10 Tails. The soaring flames accompanied by thick black smoke made the surrounding environment flickering. It's as if hell has descended on the world. Rumble. It took a long time for the explosion to stop slowly. Naruto and others began to feel 10 Tails chakra cautiously, and said anxiously. "Is it over? Have we finally made it?" Obito said leisurely from the side. "That's right, the world is over." Next moment, when the smoke dissipated, a giant monster with a ferocious face and murderous aura appeared in front of everyone. A pair of 6-hook jade Rinnegan opened suddenly. Ho 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 ho. It made a breathtaking roar, which shocked people into a trance. This prehistoric ferocious beast is officially showing its glory. It is the officially revived 10 Tails. After feeling the terrifying aura of 10 Tails, Naruto and the others looked at 10 Tails as if they were on the verge of a formidable enemy. Now there is a tough battle to die. The screen continues to play. After seeing the successfully revived 10 Tails, Naruto still couldn't figure it out. The malicious chakra on him has disappeared. Why is this happening? Did I make a mistake? 9 Tails will release Shikai immediately. He has no feelings or concepts at all, so he can't detect it at all, just like air. It is the natural energy itself that circulates in the world. And after that, 2 pipes were drilled from 10 Tails' body, connecting Obito and Uchiha Madara. They also successfully gained control of 10 Tails. Uchiha Madara remained indifferent. "I was trying to catch the 10 Tails before they came back to life, but it was kind of tricky." Obito said blankly, "I want to start Infinite Tsukuyomi now." Uchiha Madara and Obito seemed to be in harmony, and said coldly, "That big illusion needs time to summon the moon. These people will hinder us, so we must deal with them first." Obito sneered, "Uchiha Madara, you just wanted to try the power of 10 Tails, so you did it on purpose, like a child." Uchiha Madara said nonchalantly, "Aren't children supposed to be frizzy?" In the chat group, everyone gritted their teeth in hatred when they saw these 2 Uchiha's kings. 090. Onoki, the abominable Uchiha Madara actually made the war seem like a child's play. Terumi Mei, Obito, you were really right. When Senju Hashirama comes, Uchiha Madara will be more like a child. 4th Raikage. Hehe, both of them are immature, they look like children. Uchiha Madara. That's right, it's because of this that you didn't die immediately. This is to take care of you, lest you say that I am bullying children. Senju Hashirama. Shame on bullying children, revolving heaven. Uchiha Madara. I want you to control. On screen. And after, Kakashi and Guy among others entered the 9 Tails. Let's keep the distance first, see how he behaves, and then we can deliver the fatal blow according to the situation. 9 Tails rushed over tentatively, but 10 Tails stretched out its claws and immediately launched a thunderous blow. Seeing 10 Tails' lightning attack, 9 Tails immediately backed away. But even so, it was still sent flying by the shock wave of 10 Tails' attack. One can imagine how terrifying the power would be if it was completely hit by the attack of 10 tails. 9 tails had to be more careful. The attack speed of this 10 tails is also very fast, it doesn't look like a huge monster at all. When 9 tails was secretly on guard, 10 tails ran over quickly like a wild beast. 9 tails finally found a chance to let 8 tails launch Tailed Beast Bomb. Tailed Beast Bomb Barrage. Bang, boom, continuous Tailed Beast Bombs, densely covering 10 tails. However, 10 tails remained unfazed by their attacks. And after that, 10 tails opened his bloody mouth wide, to craft DK. He sent out a chakra energy ray about several kilometers long, wrapped in earth-shaking power, and swept straight towards 8 tails and 9 tails. 8 tails and 9 tails can only dodge instantly. Boom! All the rocks along the way were instantly vaporized by the attack of 10 tails. The ground was quickly melted into magma, turning into a flowing crimson liquid. Then quickly turned into steam, as if a layer disappeared out of thin air. The air was filled with the smell of scorched black, and scorching air waves. Ordinary ninjas in it will quickly disappear from the world. This situation made the audience feel blank and bitter. What a creepy scene. And after facing the swift attack of 10 tails, 8 tails rushed over suddenly and blocked 9 tails. Boom. After a storm of chakra, all that's left of 9 tails is an octopus tail. 8 tails appears to have died instantly. But before Obito was happy for too long, a shadow clone of Naruto suddenly fell from the sky together with Kakashi and flew to the head of 10 tails. Obito couldn't help frowning. You actually ignored the attack from the sky. And in the next moment, Kakashi also quickly launched Kamui. The gigantic 8 tails suddenly emerged from the Kamui space. A tailed beast bomb had already been condensed, and then exploded out. It turned out that Kakashi had already stuffed 8 tails into the Kamui space just now, leaving only 1 tail. And after being thrown into the air by 9 tails controlled by Naruto, Kakashi released 8 tails from the air. A wave of perfect coordination was achieved. In the chat group, Boruto. Wow, Dad and Mr. Kakashi are so handsome. Sarana. Master 6th Hokage's eyes are too strong, they turned out to be our Uchiha's eyes, I don't know why they are gone now. Onoki. Take a slow step, and accidents may happen. Terumi May. It really makes people feel nervous and breathless when they look at it. Boom. Seeing the tailed beast bomb bursting out, everyone looked at the attack with joy and prepared to wait for it to work. With such a short distance and such a fast speed, 10 tails must be unable to retreat, right? Even immune to death 10 tails can at least make him lose his eyesight, right? But at this moment, 10 tails still looked at the tiny 8 tails with contempt. Then lightly stretched out a little finger. 8 tails' tailed beast bomb just bounced away. Like a child's toy, the tailed beast bomb backed up quickly according to the original Luffy, and hit 8 tails hard. Boom. This damage is not only high, but also very insulting. In the eyes of others, the terrifying tailed beast, in front of 10 tails, seems to be just a little bit bigger ants. This made 8 tails, 9 tails and Naruto feel a deep sense of powerlessness. And in the blink of an eye, 10 tails continued to attack Naruto and Kakashi in the air. Naruto's shadow clone frowned and immediately pushed Kakashi away. But he himself was directly photographed by 10 tails and disappeared. After seeing Naruto's actions, Obito on the side seemed a little moved. His mind was in a trance, recalling the past, and he sacrificed his life to save Kakashi in the same way. This is also an important bond between him and Kakashi at the beginning. He couldn't help saying to himself, Naruto, you are very similar to me, only younger. One day, you will be like me. Obito seems to have a little empathy for Naruto, but desperately denies Naruto. Just as he denies his past self. In the chat group, Boruto. Dad, you are so brave. Kakashi. Yes, your father has always attached great importance to his partner, so he said that he is very similar to himself, and he is indeed right. Zararna. Such a terrifying 10 tails really makes people feel desperate. Onoki. From this we can see how the arrival of the 4 Hokages boosted morale. Terumi May. That's right, the Myojin gate used by first Hokage alone can block 10 tails actions, it's too strong. Namikaze Minato. Yes, although playing the tailed beast bomb looks very funny now, but what Naruto and others experienced on the scene is so shocking and historical. DC. Boruto. Yes, Dad, it's too miserable for just you guys fighting alone. Naruto. Don't worry, Boruto, the next scene, you will be very shocked. This will be the most powerful ninjutsu in the whole ninja world. Boruto. Oh, is it so powerful? Looking at the huge 10 tails in front of him, Boruto couldn't help swallowing a mouthful of saliva. Even knowing that 10 tails will definitely be defeated, watching the process still makes people shudder. The screen continues to play. At the critical moment, 9 tails immediately stretched out its tail and saved Kakashi in midair. 8 tails also fell heavily to the ground, covered in cuts and bruises, and was deeply injured. Then it disappeared directly, unable to become a tailed beast again. At the same time, Naruto also lost the 9 tails mode and had to revert to normal. Being able to support the 9 tails mode for 8 minutes is already the limit. What's more, he fought such a fierce battle just now and fired so many tailed beast bombs, even 9 tails couldn't withstand such a large consumption of chakra. Naruto. Ah, Kurama, why did it die so soon? 9 tails. I can't help it. I just cooperated with you for the first time, and it's not bad if I can last for 8 minutes. Helpless, Naruto can only continue to wait for 9 tails to condense chakra. Might Guy fell to the ground, out of breath, exhausted as well. After all, he had already prescribed the 6th gate and 7th gate of 8 inner gates just now, and the side effects also began to appear at this time, and the pain all over his body was unbearable. As for Kakashi, using Kamui to release such a huge tail beast as 8 tails consumes more than half of the mana. At this moment, Naruto and others have completely lost their battle history. Seems like it's dead end. Seeing this, Obito and Uchiha Madara gave them a good laugh. You are all a bunch of rabble, and you and I are powerless ninjas. Each of us will definitely become like me in the future. Naruto naturally refuted Obito angrily. I will never become like you. As I said, I will become Hokage. Obito looked at Naruto, who was very similar to himself, and felt a lot of emotion in his heart, and he was shaken even he couldn't detect it. But on the surface, he still calmly said, "Don't worry, I will let you become Hokages in the ideal world I created. So, you disappear with this world now." As soon as the words fell, Obito's eyes turned cold, and he immediately issued an order to 10 tails. 10 tails immediately began to condense the chakra rays, then blasted out again. In an instant, the sound of an explosion that resounded through the sky suddenly exploded. The dazzling red light suddenly exploded, turning the gloomy battlefield into crimson. Boom, boom, the tyrannical destructive light instantly destroyed everything along the way. The boulders in the mountains turned directly into dust powder, and the sea level even evaporated dozens of meters in an instant. The pungent burnt smell, the dazzling red light, and the ear-piercing sonic boom. At this moment, the battlefield is like the end of the world. All phenomena are transformed into nothingness. In the chat group, Boruto. Oh my god. How can Dad and others withstand such a powerful attack? Although you are all very powerful, you have no fighting power, right? At this time, Boruto, apart from being frightened, wanted to know how his father survived this catastrophe. In the chat group, the others were also secretly startled. Zuo Lianga. 10 tails seems to be directly missed, I don't know why. If it's even worse, Naruto uncle and others may be in danger. Boruto. Could it be that Obito is not familiar with 10 tails yet? Deidara. Deidara is temporarily blocked from speaking because of excessive excitement. Immediately afterwards, Obito in the picture couldn't help but his face darkened. The attack just now seemed to be distorted. Some existence wanted to control his brain and make himself in a trance for a while, which made 10 tails attack distorted. However, with the strength of Obito, he quickly got rid of the power that controlled him. Then, he saw a shocking scene. Countless figures suddenly descended from the sky, rushing to help Naruto and others. And in it, Yamanaka Ino and Hyuga Hinata are among them. In the chat group, Naruto. Ah, it's mommy. It's awesome. You can see mommy and dad fighting side by side. Oh, and Yamanaka Aunt, they must have confused Obito's Ash. Zurana. I see. It should be the long-range support from the Hyuga family, coupled with the heart-changing technique from the Yamanaka family, so they can temporarily confuse Obito's mind and then miss the tailed beast bomb. Nara Shikeo. That's right, although it's only for a short moment, it's enough. Yamanaka Jingzan. It seems that my mother and other ancestors can join the battlefield and play an important role. Akamaiki Daidi. Finally we can see our parents on the stage instead of playing soy sauce. Lyman Electric. No way, Naruto and others are too strong, so others will inevitably be marginalized. Boruto. It seems that my father usually looks so unreasonable at the age of 25, but he is quite reliable at critical moments. Naruto. Of course, on screen. Hinata carrying inquiry Naruto. Naruto, are you okay? Thumbs up Naruto. No problem at all. Thank you, Hinata, Ino. And after that, more inspiring scenes appeared one after another. Thousands of ninja allied forces came one after another. The members of the Aburame family appear. Insect Jade. Insect Evil Folk Tool Technique. The overwhelming number of bugs quickly spread to the entire battlefield. Kurigakure's ninja appears. Water Style. Mist Shinobi Technique. The white mist followed closely behind, and filled the battlefield, covering the sky and covering the sun, making 10 tails completely surrounded by white mist. Then, Konoha 12 little powers rushed over one after another. Inazuka Kiba, Hyuga Hinata, Aburame Shino of Kurenubin Yuhi. Akamichi Choji, Nara Shikamaru, Yamanaka Ino of the Asuma class. Rock Lee, Hyuga Neji, and Tenten from the Might Guy class. And Little Sakura from Class 7 will also arrive immediately. Little Sakura originally wanted to treat Naruto first, but Naruto asked her to save Kakashi and others first. At this time, in the base camp of the Ninja Alliance, with the assistance of Yamanaka Haichi and Ching, Nara Shirju, who was in charge of the command, began to direct everyone to the battlefield. The first unit arrives. Second squad arrives. The third unit has arrived. Fourth troop arrives. Fifth squad arrives. Immediately afterwards, the medical team, the perception team and others all went to the sky. This moment, the whole battlefield is full of voices. The members of the ninja allied forces are even more eager to fight, with blood burning in their chests, full of confidence in defeating the enemy. The five-nation alliance formed by the five ninja villages Kurigakure, Konoha Village, Sunagakure, Iwagakure and Cloud Shinobi Village has officially arrived. Fight Uchiha Madara and Obito, as well as Dao, as a united ninja army. In the chat group, whether it is a new generation of people or an older generation of ninjas, they are extremely excited to see this scene. Boruto. Wow, I seem to understand Dad's excitement at that time. Zorana. That's right, on the head of the Ninja Alliance, there are no forehead protectors from 5 ninja villages, only one ninja minister. Onoki. Yes, it made me feel like an old man talking about being a teenager. It's a pity that I couldn't witness it at the scene. Gaara. Everyone is closely surrounding Naruto, this scene is definitely unforgettable. Hanzo. At the beginning, I fought 3 countries, and they were all very scary. Now Uchiha Madara and Obito are fighting 5 countries. I admire their courage. Nagato. In the ninja world, such a scene would still appear. It really makes me feel very incredible. Conan. Nagato, do you think our original ideal has come true? Nagato. Who knows? This kind of scene is unprecedented. My only hope is that it can last for a while. After seeing this scene, Nagato in the Pure Land world was deeply moved. The history of the ninja world before and after death began to be traced back in his mind scene by scene. When the 5 ninja villages were established, the short-term peace in the ninja world was probably due to the existence of Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama. Or more accurately, Senju Hashirama alone was enough to intimidate them. What I have to admit is that, in fact, the peace at that time was actually deterred by pure force. Although the tail beasts of the 5 ninja villages seem to be very powerful, but compared with Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama, they are not worth mentioning. It is precisely because of the existence of these 2 legendary ninjas that the other 4 villages dare not act rashly. And after Uchiha Madara died, not long after, Senju Hashirama also passed away. The first ninja war will not break out until these 2 strong men are no longer in this world. Nagato thought about it, frowning deeper. My original idea was to use enough power to frighten people in the ninja world. Let people in the ninja world feel the pain. Isn't this similar to what Senju Hashirama did? The second and third ninja battles that followed were fought for so long precisely because there was no absolute power. And the fourth ninja battle at this time is actually because of the existence of Uchiha Madara and Obito. If it weren't for the pain caused by Uchiha Madara and Obito, how could the 5 ninja villages have no choice but to realize the union passively? It seems that in this ninja world, only hard power can achieve real peace. Whether it is to force people to peace or to force people to unite to deal with war, there is one prerequisite. That is absolute strength. Having said that, in the chat group, Naruto and others told Jiraiya that the ninja world is very peaceful now. I don't know how the peace at this time was achieved. Although he is not completely clear about the post-war situation, Nagato can vaguely guess. It may also be related to the strength of Naruto and Sasuke. From the mouths of everyone, one can see the strength of the two of them. So at this time, Nagato, who was on the sidelines, looked at the ninja coalition army, and while being moved, he also maintained a clear understanding. He clearly knows that behind this passionate scene, there is actually a very cruel essence. To achieve real peace, Naruto's innocence alone may be just a fantasy. The screen is still live. With so many people supporting him behind his back, Naruto said confidently. Next, it won't be a mob. This is the Ninja Alliance technique. The most powerful ninja in the history of ninjas. This is better than infinite Tsukuyomi. Obito still said coldly. Even if you can stop us, it doesn't make any sense. This move will fall apart after the war is over. No matter how hard you struggle, you will definitely fail. There is no hope in this world. Naruto continued loudly. It's useless to say what you say, I believe that hope will always exist. When there are differences of opinion between the two sides, the minority should obey the majority. Obito's eyes burst into a sharp light. Very well, then I'll kill you all. The official decisive battle between the two sides is officially triggered. In the chat group, Senju Hashirama. Haha, what an exciting scene, Madara. Back then, you were afraid of so many people. Uchiha Madara. Well, it has been proven for a long time that no matter how many of you there are, you are just a mob. What ninja coalition technique? It's just a mob summoning technique. All of you present are indeed hot chickens. Sasuke. Indeed, the battle can only be officially turned around after I and the 4 Hokages arrive. Namikaze Minato. Well, that's right, a step too late, you may all have to be wiped out. Naruto. Ah, do you want to be so heartbroken? It makes me not bloody at all now. Nara Shikamaru. No way, our strength is indeed very small compared with Uchiha Madara and Obito at this time. Senju Hashirama. But no matter what, it's a very rare scene for everyone to be able to unite. This also laid the foundation for the later unity. Hey, I kowtowed to beg you at the beginning, why can't you to achieve unity? Uchiha Madara. I said it a long time ago, your thoughts are too naive. So I should use my method, let them unite and kowtow to me, praying for peace. Senju Tobirama. On this point, I still very much agree with Uchiha Madara. Senju Hashirama. But after defeating the enemy, a long-term peace was achieved, right? Naruto. That's right, we can develop peacefully now because of the past wars. Uchiha Madara. It's just a common hatred, so you are only united for a short time now. As the saying goes, if you divide for a long time, you will unite for a long time. Let's see how long your peace can last. Naruto. Uchiha Madara. You speak so badly. After watching the conversation of the crowd, Boruto was filled with emotion. It seems that our current peace was really achieved through the efforts of countless people. But after that, will there be another war? Will there be the next Obito and Madara who want to open infinite Tsukuyomi? Although the Uchiha clan seems to be villains all the time, we have to admit that they are very reasonable. Chapter 71. The screen continues to play. Obito controls Ten Tails to wag its tail, and a lightning-fast hurricane rises from the ground. Quickly blow away all the fog that shrouded the battlefield. At the same time, the air wave also attacked the ninja coalition with a sharp sound of breaking through the air. Tamari of Sunagakur leads a group of people with big fans to quickly perform ninjutsu. Wind style, wind cut technique. It was the joint efforts of so many of them to block the fierce storm churned by Ten Tails. Meanwhile, the time Naruto bought has allowed Nara Shikaku to formulate a tactic against Ten Tails. According to the plan formulated by Nara, they first have to confuse each other's vision. The major troops quickly dispersed and began to form formations. Lightning style, lightning pillar. The dazzling white light suddenly lit up. The lightning style chakra transforms into a daytime thunder, as if it wants to cover the entire battlefield. Land done. Encourage the wrong lock harsh element. Countless laser beams shot out rapidly. Further enhance the sparkle effect of the lightning style technique. Uchiha Madara and Obito and Ten Tails all had to squint their eyes. And after, the fog of Kurigakure, as well as the large amount of dust splashed up, continued to play a role in blocking the view. And the most important thing is the insects of the Aburame family, which can play a role in shielding chakra. At this time, even enemies with powerful Uchiha Sharingan cannot easily see through the line of sight barriers they created. Although their attacks look very difficult to deal with. But Obito remained calm. Just use Ten Tails' attack to scatter them. In the face of absolute power, all means are completely useless. Immediately afterwards, Iwagakure's men dispatched. Earth style, earthquake core. The ground quickly began to shake violently. Cobweb-like cracks spread out quickly, completely surrounding Ten Tails. Boom, boom. Ten Tails fell straight into a huge pit. This is the tactic Nara devised. First to deprive Ten Tails of feeling, and then to bind Ten Tails' freedom. After the Ten Tails got stuck in the pit, they quickly used the lime. Lava style, lime set technique. Countless limes were poured into the deep pit, and Yixing was quickly buried in it. Water style, water bomb technique. Stirring of water and lime soon imprisoned Ten Tails. Finally, it was the dispatch of the Konoha village Sarutobi clan. Fire style, Haoyan technique. The flames swept quickly evaporating the water below, causing Chinwei to be completely condensed by lime. After seeing their joint ninjutsu successfully launched, everyone cheered. They have been able to see the dawn of victory. After that, they were full of confidence and felt that they could fight Obito and Uchiha Madara. Those who know body skills are responsible for attacking Uchiha Madara. For others, the continuous attack will make Hollow's trouble king. Immediately afterwards, all the allied forces jumped up, wanting to capture the thief first and capture the king first. As long as these two culprits are resolved, the fourth battle of the ninja world will officially end. Naruto, the leader, even made a wind-style spiral shuriken, ready to win with one blow. The major ninja villages following closely behind each other also showed their special abilities. Water bomb technique, wind cut technique, earth dragon bomb, fire dragon bomb, etc. are attacking Uchiha Madara and Dai Wang densely. This is the unprecedented ninja alliance technique. It's a pity that Obito and Madara still don't take them seriously. Looking at the eyes of the ninja alliance, there is only disdain and pity. Is this the so-called ninja alliance technique? It seems that the power that can be used with all its strength is nothing more than that. Even if they unite, there will be no hope. So after that, Obito gave an order. 10 Tails is already ready. All 10 Tails burst out. Boom, boom. Those who attacked first were all sent back like a kite with a broken string. Thump, thump. All of them changed their faces greatly, and they looked at themselves helplessly, and fell heavily to the ground. As for their attacks, they have no effect at all, and they can't leave the slightest scar on Tianwei. The ninja coalition immediately suffered heavy casualties, many of them were seriously injured, and even had to withdraw from the battle. Wails, screams, and cries for help came and went, endlessly. Even Naruto, the leader, dislocated his shoulder and had to be temporarily treated. And this is just an attack by 10 Tails. What's going on? Isn't 10 Tails bound? Quote. In their horrified eyes, a thinner and narrower 10 Tails with a strange spiral-shaped body growing on the back, but with an even more frightening momentum rushed up. It turned out that they were only accumulating strength before, so they remained motionless. Dull. At this time, 10 Tails, as if they were liberated, let out an earth-shattering roar. The sonic boom of buzzing can be heard endlessly, shaking the air violently. This situation, so that the ninja coalition forces were hit hard. This 10 Tails has evolved again. The Ninja Alliance ninjutsu that they put their minds to display can't even be maintained for a few seconds. Nara Shirju and others learned what happened just now by sensing the crystal ball. It turns out that 10 Tails stood still on purpose in order to evolve again. So their big ninjutsu just now works, it's just 10 tails letting the water go. As soon as they thought of this, they were even more panicked. How should such a terrifying monster be defeated? After thinking about it, Nara immediately contacted Kakashi. Kakashi, I just learned the information on the scene, important to ask you something. He quickly confirmed the intelligence, and began to quickly think about strategies against the enemy. And in the scene at this time, 10 tails rioted again. Boom! Violent chakra and murderous aura burst out from Tianwei's body. This momentum alone made the Ninja Coalition army terrified, as if the skin of the whole body had been pricked by needles, like a light on their backs. Are they really capable of dealing with such giant monsters? This is simply not a force that humans can deal with, is it? Of course, Obito and others also found that the control of 10 tails is getting more and more difficult. So they used Hashirama cells again, to strengthen Tiano's control. Obito said indifferently, "Hehe, it's time for us to let the other party know what real despair is." Next moment, 10 tails opened its bloody mouth wide and began to condense chakra frantically. A crimson chakra shell began to slowly form. This is much more powerful than the previous 10 tails tailed beast bomb. Although Kakashi also wants to use Kamui to transfer the tailed beast bomb, but this is beyond his ability. So he could only immediately order Huangtu to raise the ground. Huangtu immediately followed suit. Earth style, earthquake core. Because of Lois's earth style technique, 10 tails couldn't stand stably, so tailed beast bomb flew crookedly somewhere. Boom! After the tailed beast bomb exploded, it made a creepy sound. In the distant sky above, a mushroom-shaped cloud of smoke suddenly appeared. The nearby towns can be reduced to ashes almost instantly. Even thousands of miles away, everyone can clearly feel the power of this tailed beast bomb. Seeing how terrifying the hastily used tailed beast bomb was, everyone trembled even more. God, is such a terrifying 10 tails really a force they can deal with? They swallowed hard, only to find that their throats were completely dry. Unknowingly, the heat wave covering the battlefield has made them sweat profusely. Obito and Madara couldn't control 10 tails very much at first. The tailed beast bomb shot out is also crooked, but this does not affect its power at all. Wherever the tailed beast bomb went, the forest instantly turned into a ball of flames, and then disappeared immediately, losing all vitality. The waves of the sea were surging, and thousands of high water columns were raised. A tsunami hundreds of meters high also swept across the nearby coast. The surrounding towns were in danger under its attack. As long as it gets a little closer, it will basically be destroyed instantly. Neither the building nor the residents will have any reservations. Not even ruins will exist. There is only one huge pit. It was as if it had been wiped off the map. At this very moment, the allied ninja army almost seemed to be numb, and could only watch the crazy attack of 10 tails. Even if he wanted to stop it, he could do nothing. And after launching a few tailed beast bombs, Obito finally seems to be able to reorient the tailed beast bomb. He took aim and launched a tailed beast bomb again. The Ninja Alliance soon realized that this tailed beast bomb was heading for the headquarters of the Ninja Alliance. For a moment, sadness, despair and pain swept over their hearts. If this is the case, then the headquarters of the Ninja Coalition forces, Ching, Yamanaka Haiichi, Nara Shirju and others, will inevitably be smashed to pieces. And Nara Shikamaru, Yamanaka Ino and others were extremely sad, and their expressions froze instantly on their faces. Good Zhao, good. After a while, there were silent tears streaming down. Akamichi Choji could only sigh, and walked over, hugging his two comrades. If it is a war, there will inevitably be dead people, and they have already made up their minds. In the chat group, Onoki, looking back now, it still makes people very desperate. Tamari, although it is said to be a coalition of ninjas, the combined strength is probably no match for one finger of 10 tails. Fourth Raikage, Uchiha Madara. This is the result of the war you started. How many towns were destroyed because of it? How dare you say that you are for peace? Uchiha Madara. Such behavior is indeed very wrong, I also admit it. However, this is also the price that should be paid for peace. Light. Terumi May. HMPH, it's really shameless to say such high-sounding words. Uchiha Madara. Of course, ahem, if I could do it again, I would not use infinite Tsukuyomi so stupidly again. But no matter what, I still need to use force to deter you. Uchiha Madara, who already knew the truth, would never make wedding clothes for others again, using the so-called infinite Tsukuyomi. But one thing is sure to stay the same. That is to use the power of Ten Tails Jinchuriki to shock people and let them know what real pain is. Only with such absolute power, the ninja world will not easily launch a war. The screen continues to play. Naruto knew that their lives were not long, so he immediately finished the last thing he should do. He told everyone in the Ninja Alliance about the method he had just thought of to deal with Ten Tails. Nara Shikamaru quickly recovered. Facing Akamichi Choji, who was still trying to comfort himself, Shikamaru didn't say anything. It's still at war, don't talk nonsense, keep fighting. Do what Dad said. Yamanaka Ino also wiped away his tears and continued to join the battlefield. At this time Naruto didn't realize what was going on. What happened to Yamanaka Haichi and Nara Shikaku? Did they all die? When Naruto was stunned, one of Tianwei's tails suddenly swung over. Countless ninjas were sent flying by this tail. The Hyuga family, watching out for Naruto, is on the move. Hyuga Neji and Hyuga Hiyashi, one to the right and one to the left, combined to block the attack with revolving heaven. Gentle fist. 8 trigrams palms revolving heaven. Boom. The joint attack of the two caused one of Ten Tails' arms to be knocked back directly. Hyuga Hiyashi wakes up immediately. Naruto. Don't be in a daze, people will die on the battlefield at any time, all we can do is to win this war. Hyuga Neji also expressed mixed feelings. Ino and Shikamaru's fathers must have made up their minds, and they left with great satisfaction in order to protect their families and the village. Just like my dad, this war needs your strength. So you must recover quickly. And we will sacrifice everything to protect you. At the same time, Hinata came over and protected Naruto. Naruto also cheered up a little, and immediately accumulated strength quickly, ready to go into battle. And on the other side, Uchiha Madara begins with Obito saying, I really want to destroy these people quickly, but unfortunately I can't control Ten Tails perfectly. You can't control Ten Tails if you don't become Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Let me be the Jinchuriki of Ten Tails, but I need to get a normal body first. Obito saw Uchiha Madara's small mind. You, the body of impure world reincarnation, always like to bury people with you, but on the battlefield just now, you deliberately protected me from being hit by these powerful tailed beast bombs. Are you worried that I will die? You really care about me. Because if I don't use the reincarnation technique, then you can't be resurrected. So the relationship between you and me is very delicate, you must obey my orders. Obito threatens Uchiha Madara to obey his orders. Seeing Obito's appearance, although Uchiha Madara was upset, he could only say with a deadpan expression. I really didn't expect that kid back then to be so smart now. Uchiha Obito was still indifferent. I never thought of you as my companion. Uchiha Madara didn't care, and said calmly. That's the best, so what do you want to do next? Obito clenched his fists and began to look at the people in front of him, with a crazy light in his eyes. I'll let them know now what is the real absolute. Wood style, cuttings technique. Then, countless wood style spikes burst out from Ten Tails' hands. Like a violent storm, accompanied by the sharp sound of breaking wind, it roared towards the Ninja Alliance at an extremely fast speed. Countless lives that were impaled turned into withered torsos in an instant, robbed of their vitality by the wood-style spikes. On Naruto's side, the people of the Hyuga family burst out CFEF 8 trigrams palms, trying to block these attacks. But the number of these wood-style spikes is too much. They are all stretched thin, struggling to support. At this time, Naruto also immediately joined the battle. I've been able to enter Sage mode. Naruto immediately used the spiral shuriken and lost the trick. Swish swish swish. The wooden spikes along the way were immediately blown into pieces, and at the same time, with the momentum of no return, they continued to fly to the top, smashing several palms of Ten Tails. Boom, boom, boom. The pressure over Naruto immediately eased a lot. But just after using these spiral shurikens, Naruto's two avatars disappeared, and it seems that he still hasn't returned to his normal state. After all, just now, he had fought fiercely for too long and consumed too much chakra. He has fought countless white Zetsu, as well as the third raikage of impure world reincarnation and other powerful people. Later, He fought with Uchiha Madara, Jinchuriki, Uchiha Obito and others. Just had another fierce battle with 10 tails. It is not easy to persist until now. Naruto could only lie on the ground weakly, panting violently. But at this moment, followed by a tail sweep by 10 tails. Aimed straight for Naruto. Hyuga Heihachi immediately blocked the blow with 8 trigrams palms, and chakra slammed out. But after that, there is a steady stream of wood-style spikes coming here. Naruto is at stake. At this moment, Hyuga Heihachi could only helplessly watch Naruto being attacked. And Hinata almost lost his fighting power, so he could only rush over to block wood-style spike attack with his body. Immediately afterwards, Neji jumped up resolutely, like a big bird spreading its wings, and stood in front of Naruto and Hinata. Swish swish swish. The voice of defeating leather came over. Blood spurted straight from Hyuga Neji's body, and he landed heavily. Boom. In the dull eyes of Naruto and Hinata, Hyuga Neji fell like a bird without wings. The vitality in Hyuga Neji's body was also rapidly drained, and his eyes gradually dimmed. The movement at this moment is extremely slow. Time seems to freeze in an instant. After seeing this situation, Naruto was furious and shouted loudly. Medical class. Come on man. Help Neji. Hyuga Neji knew that he was bound to die, so he smiled bitterly and said. Naruto, it's useless. Hinata is willing to die for you, so your life is more than this one. My life is yours now. Naruto couldn't hold back his sadness, and asked in a trembling voice. Did you forget what you said, to break free from the caged bird? Why did you die so soon? Although Hyuga Neji smiled sadly at this time, his heart was extremely peaceful. Because you freed me from the cage. And you said I was a genius, work. These actions are enough to make Neji grateful for life. Just like that, Hyuga Neji closed his eyes contentedly with a smile. He sacrificed himself. However, this is entirely by one's own free will. Realizing this final freedom before death, he smiled at Jukwon, feeling nothing. However, Naruto still stared blankly at Hyuga Neji's body as if struck by lightning. The death of teacher Jiraiya, the death of my own parents, and the scene after scene came back to my mind again. Desperation and pain quickly spread in his heart. At this time, Obito's annoying voice also came over. Naruto, didn't you say that you won't let your comrades die again? That's what you said once. Look at the scene around you, can you say it again? Touch the cold body of your companion, and experience what death is. Naruto couldn't help but looked around. There are all fallen ninja soldiers and the wounded with bruises all over their bodies. There was deep fear and despair in their eyes. Blood flowed into rivers, and mourning was everywhere. It's like hell on earth. Obito's voice continues to be heard from heaven. Death will continue, and your innocent theories will become lies. This is the truth. What is there in such a reality? There is nothing. Without your father, and without your mother, and without teacher Jiraiya, if you continue to fight against me, your companions will die too. It's going to be a world where no one recognizes you. Waiting for you is the loneliness you are most familiar with. Uchiha Madara also looked at Obito's behavior at this time leisurely, as if she had seen through Obito. Obito's behavior at this time is really similar to his past self. Naruto will soon be depressed, and the Ninja Alliance will be completely desperate, right? At the beginning, Uchiha Madara used Lin to blacken Obito. At this time, Obito must have tried every means to make Naruto despair of this world, and wants to see what choice Naruto will make. I wonder if Naruto will be blackened like Obito after being hit hard. Obito continued to shout to Naruto. Naruto, do you still have to stay in this hopeless world? Come to me quickly. Listening to his words, Naruto was already stunned. Obito's words were like needles, piercing into Naruto's heart fiercely. Naruto simply cannot accept all this. Originally, he said confidently that he would protect all his companions, but he didn't expect that he would let his companions die in order to protect himself. Are you still the hero you say you are? Does someone like me have the qualifications to be a hero? Naruto, who has always been optimistic, finally collapsed and began to doubt himself deeply. At this time, in reality, seeing the father on the verge of collapse in the picture, Boruto's heart was also twisted tightly. It turned out that my father's life was bought by my uncle who sacrificed himself. Naruto and Hinata before, also often mentioned this. Said that his uncle had been kind to their family. Now it seems that this is indeed a great favor that is difficult to repay. Looking at it, Boruto couldn't help but burst into tears, and was extremely moved by his uncle, whom he had never met. Senior. SYR. Thinking about it, Boruto discovered something else. My uncle's name, Neji, actually has the same pronunciation as screw. And another pronunciation of screw, Boruto, is your own name. This Setsuna, Boruto realized the origin of his name. Combined with the death of Uncle Neji in the screen, the tears on Boruto's face are even more unstoppable. It turns out that my uncle has always been with me and silently guarded me. I can't live up to his kindness. You must engrave Neji's will deeply into your heart and remember it forever. At this moment, Boruto seems to have further deepened his understanding of the meaning of the will of fire. In the chat group, the parties involved in the picture are all sighing at this time. Naruto. Alas, Neji, I still feel very guilty for letting you die for me. Neji. It's okay, as long as Naruto can win the war, I'm already satisfied. This is the sacrifice I made for Naruto, and for Konoha village. I am not the only one who died on the field. There's no need to be brooding. Hinata. Neji big brother, thank you very much. Neji. And sacrificing myself for others, I am very satisfied, at least at the last moment, I can die for my own freedom. Hyuga Hazashi. Son, I am also proud of you. When my father left you alone, I feel very guilty as a father. I am very happy that you can have such awareness. Hyuga Hiyashi. Brother, I'm really sorry for you. I couldn't take good care of you back then, and now even your son. Hazashi. It's okay big brother, anyway, it was the choice I was willing to make at the beginning, and my son's death was also the choice he made. We all die without regret. Tiantian. Oh, Neji, I miss you too. You leave we have been for more than 10 years. Neji. I miss you too, Mr. Guy, Xiao Li. But as long as you live well, I will be satisfied. The screen continues to play. In the picture, Hinata also slapped the depressed Naruto to cheer him up. She told Naruto that Naruto has always been conscious of protecting his companions. And Neji has also made such an awareness. In order for Hyuga Neji's death to not be in vain, he must defeat the enemy in front of him. Naruto was deeply moved when he heard this. His eyes began to sparkle, and he also clearly realized that he must not be so depressed anymore. At this time, Uchiha Madara also asked Obito next to him with great interest. Have you been watching Naruto's actions quietly? You really care about him. After being teased by Uchiha Madara, Obito hesitated to speak. He looked at Naruto and Hinata below, his eyes froze. Obito was inexplicable, as if he had also been hit hard. He raised his hand and shouted, "Enough, enough is enough." He was about to order the 10 tails to continue their attack. After seeing his behavior, Uchiha Madara shouted, "Don't worry, or you'll hurt 10 tails." Obito said nonchalantly. It's completely impossible, Tianwei's body is very hard. He orders 10 tails again, ready to unleash a massive tailed beast bomb. Obito must let these people know what real despair is. After seeing Wei's move, the Ninja League showed panic and despair again. The previous tailed beast bomb had caused them heavy losses, so how should they deal with the tailed beast bomb that is so close at hand? At this moment, the Ninja Alliance soldiers are panicking. At this time, the screen suddenly went black. The system suddenly made a sound. Ding! The questioning session will begin next. Where will the tailed beast bomb of 10 tails explode? Only those who do not know the truth can answer this question, otherwise, they will be punished. As soon as they heard that there was a problem, everyone's eyes lit up and they began to get excited. Finally, it's time for the Q&A session. This is an important time to get rewards. It is a pity that many people who know the truth are still unable to answer the questions. He could only watch helplessly as the others answered. Those who had never seen this scene back then, who were qualified to answer the question, immediately began to think seriously. If they're not mistaken, this tailed beast bomb shouldn't be able to cause much damage to those present. Otherwise, there would be no help from the next 4 Hokages, right? Can the Ninja Alliance find a way to divert this tailed beast bomb? This should come as no surprise. After all, they also used various means to distort 10 tails tailed beast bomb. But is it really that simple? System questions are never so easy to answer right. What if they got it wrong? In order to avoid punishment, many people hesitate to guess an answer. At this time, the irrepressible Senju Hashirama was also ready to answer questions. I have to try it out, get some rewards, and benefit the people of Konoha village. He was still coveting the transformation pill that Uzumaki Mito had obtained. Uzumaki Mito was unwilling to give it to him, so he wanted to get it through his own efforts. Of course, Senju Hashirama thought to himself, I am not doing this for myself, but for the future of Konoha village and the ninja world. Wouldn't it be nice to have a little more powerful reward? Thus, Dazuzi spoke confidently. Senju Hashirama. This tailed beast bomb from 10 tails certainly didn't hurt Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Madara. And it must have caused the Ninja Alliance to suffer some damage. Ha ha ha, brother, do you think my answer is good? Senju Tobarama. Well, although I don't know if it's right, but it sounds like a rascal. Senju Hashirama feels that his answer is already a panacea. Even if he can't get a good reward, at least he can't be wrong. However, to his dumbfounded, the system immediately made a sound. There are right and wrong answers in the answer. Senju Hashirama. How is it possible? I have already answered like this, what is the point? Because there is a correct place, I will give Senju Hashirama the following reward, appoint a person and get his private photo. At the same time, because of the wrong answer, give Senju Hashirama the following punishment, and look at Uchiha Madara affectionately for 1 minute. Senju Hashirama. Hey, system, what kind of reward are you doing? What kind of punishment? Is this too outrageous? Senju Hashirama's expression was indescribable. It turned out to make him and Madara look at each other affectionately. It's not impossible, but I always feel a little bit awkward. At the same time, after seeing this wonderful reward and punishment, one stone in the chat group stirs up thousands of waves. Nara Shikadai. Does first Hokage-sama mean that this thing is not a punishment for him at all? Akamaiki Daidi. Ha ha ha, I guess the system took care of him, so it gave him double rewards. Yamanaka Ino. It's too late to snicker. Uchiha Madara. System. What's going on? You can punish Senju Hashirama, what does it have to do with me? Of course, the system doesn't explain Uchiha Madara. The execution will begin immediately. Under the eyes of everyone, Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara suddenly appeared on the screen of the live broadcast room. They came to the same place suddenly from different places in the Pure Land world. Senju Hashirama was pleasantly surprised after seeing Uchiha Madara. Oh, Madara, long time no see, is this really you? Are you really not a fake? Uchiha Madara said sullenly. Fart, Hassie hot mom, anyone else dare to impersonate me? Senju Hashirama laughed heartily. Ha ha ha, you really are Madara, it's been a long time. Say we need to start that punishment. Ah, look at the two people on this screen, isn't it me and you? Senju Hashirama pointed to the nearby projection screen. Uchiha Madara took a closer look, and became even more furious. Could it be that the picture of me and you looking at each other affectionately will be seen by everyone in the ninja world? What kind of punishment is this? Can't I not accept it? Why should you embarrass me like this? Uchiha Madara burns with fiery flames all over his body. Senju Hashirama said leisurely. Madara, you should admit it. This is a penalty imposed by the system. We have absolutely no way to violate it. With a constipated expression on his face, Uchiha Madara screamed in his heart. No, I can't accept it. Ah. Senju Hashirama goes on to convince Uchiha Madara. Madara, it's better to accept it obediently, accept it earlier and end it earlier, of course, you can chat with me for a while first. After seeing the two people grinding and chirping, the system emits the following sound. Ding. Please start looking at each other affectionately immediately. If both parties refuse, the system will enforce it. For your decency, I hope you will not be forced to execute. Hearing this, Uchiha Madara could only look at Senju Hashirama with a black face, and said impatiently. Okay, hurry up and end this annoying punishment. Senju Hashirama was still babbling on and on. By the way, Madara, how long has it been since the two of us have done such a thing? Think about it carefully, isn't it 100 years? It's really touching. My granddaughter is an old woman now. Uchiha Madara just wanted to cover her ears. Hashi hot mom. Can you please stop talking? I'm upset. Senju Hashirama cheerfully said. Madara, how can you miss such a good opportunity? If you miss this village, you won't have this store. If you try to relax your mind and feel the beauty of the world, maybe you won't think about going against the whole ninja world anymore. Uchiha Madara. As Senju Hashirama spoke, he was filled with emotion. Madara, you are so paranoid, always thinking about all kinds of weird things. Maybe if you talk to me, you won't be so depressed anymore, and you might see it better. Think about what you've been doing all this time. Is there a normal thing? You're so ignorant, and you've hit me so many times. Aren't you abused? If you really want to beat me, let's be friendly in Konoha and simply learn ninjutsu. You can beat me as many times as you want. Uchiha Madara's face was full of depression, her body trembled slightly, and she felt that she was about to break her defense. This Senju Hashirama, which pot is not opened and which pot is lifted? Oh, I've had enough, system. Why isn't the minute over yet? What hit Uchiha Madara even more was the system's response. Ding. The system detects that Uchiha Madara's expression is not affectionate enough. Please Uchiha Madara make an affectionate expression, otherwise, the system will not be able to complete the punishment. Uchiha Madara. At this time, Uchiha Madara was out of breath. Just want to give a shout out to Tengai Shinsei, destroy this miserable world. Righteousness. Although Uchiha Madara was very upset in his heart. But because of the pressing situation at this time, and knowing that the capabilities of the system are indeed far beyond his imagination, he can barely put on a smile. Then he looked at Senju Hashirama with a numb scalp, and said unhappily. System, is it okay now? Ding. Uchiha Madara's smile is not natural enough. I hope Uchiha Madara can make a correct affectionate expression. Uchiha Madara cursed in his heart. Hateful system. If you hadn't insisted on live broadcasting in the Quan Ninja world, I would have finished it sooner. But so many people are watching. What a shame. Even facing Senju Hashirama, I couldn't show such an expression. Uchiha Madara gritted her teeth, trying to prepare a smile, but unfortunately, the smile was uglier than crying. After seeing their funny looks, the chat group has long burst into laughter. Mabui. I don't know how First Hokage's wife reacted when she saw this scene. It is estimated that Uchiha Madara's heart will be gone. Black soil. I don't know when they will be able to complete this punishment, ha ha ha. Akamaiki Daidi. Could it be that the second day has arrived, and there is no way to finish it? Tien. Thinking about it carefully, they might be delaying time on purpose, that's why they talked so much, haha. 317. Sarutobi Future. Wow, this is too much information. Let's try to find a way to take screenshots, and we must keep this classic moment. Terumi Mei. It's a pity that this picture really can't be photographed, and it's very blurry. I don't know if it's the system's self-protection. Senju Tobarama. It seems that the self-copyright protection awareness of this system is quite good. Boruto. If you can't do it with technology, you have to use other means. Does anyone have a copy of this screen from Sharingan? Sasuke uncle. Sasuke. Forget it, I don't have much interest in such things. Zuo Lianga. Haha, I will be responsible for recording. Senju Tobarama. Uzumaki Mito. And after. Under the pressure of the system, Uchiha Madara managed to force a smile. Is it okay now? Uchiha Madara tried to convince herself in her mind. No one is watching the live broadcast at this time. Nobody laughs at themselves. Isn't it just staring at the enemy of your life? I'm not afraid of fighting with him, or even being abused. How can I be afraid of such boring things? After seeing Uchiha Madara's appearance, Senju Hashirama was also very happy. Madara, why don't you call my name a few times? Didn't you call me very happy before? Even at the time of inventory, there were more than what I called. Why don't you continue calling now? Uchiha Madara still didn't say a word, just clenched his fists. But Senju Hashirama still cares about himself. Speaking of which, you should be very boring in the Pure Land world, no one wants to accompany you. What a miserable day like this. I don't even have people who enshrine you, at least I still have Yan Yan in Konoha village. Don't you want to be remembered by posterity after you die? Senju Hashirama earnestly educates Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara endured for a long time, and finally couldn't hold back anymore. Swish. In the next moment, his Sharingan spun wildly, wanting to habitually summon Susanoo, ready to fight Senju Hashirama desperately. It's a pity that in the Pure Land world, he can no longer exert his strength in life, at most he has a spirit body. At the same time, because Uchiha Madara's face collapsed, the system immediately continued. The task of staring at each other for 1 minute was not completed, but only 43 seconds of affectionate staring at each other, please continue to complete. Uchiha Madara. Onoki. Haha, I laughed so hard, Uchiha Madara still has such moments. Uzumaki Mito. Hey, Uchiha Madara, can you finish it quickly? I'm getting impatient. You really want to delay the time and continue to stay with my husband. Uchiha Madara. Am I dragging you? Uzumaki Mito. Hey, why are you still swearing? Uchiha Madara. Did I scold you? Terumi Mei. It's okay, you guys keep procrastinating, anyway, we're not tired of watching it. Uchiha Madara, who was blown up by everyone, managed to calm down his excitement. Okay, I'll bear it. Hurry up and end this torment. Short pain is worse than long pain. In this way, Uchiha Madara continued to hang up his smile with difficulty, and worked hard to hold up a fake smile to cope with the system. While suppressing the resentment in my heart. While listening to Senju Hashirama's long-winded words. Finally, Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara finally looked at each other for a minute. Ding! Mission complete. Return Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara to their original positions. Uchiha Madara feels like she's been released from prison. Senju Hashirama also said, "Oh, it's coming to an end so soon, I really can't bear it." Madara, don't you want to say a few words? It's okay to talk about your ideals, although your ideals will definitely be scolded, but it's okay for all of us to judge. See if you can convince us. Maybe we'll give you some advice for your brain. Uchiha Madara looked ashamed. I don't want to talk anymore, I just want to be quiet. He didn't even have the courage to read the barrage comments in the chat group. Hurry up and end this torment. In fact, even if it is a live broadcast of a fight with Senju Hashirama, even if he loses, he doesn't care. But now, this feeling is really sour. As soon as he closed his eyes, Uchiha Madara remembered Senju Hashirama's affectionate expression. And, imagine the look on your own face again. What? This is so frightening. Shame of a lifetime. At this time, there was finally no one around, so Uchiha Madara could cover his face with all kinds of painful thoughts on his face. The other side. After parting with Uchiha Madara, Senju Hashirama is still a little bit attached. Senju Hashirama. Madara, you haven't said yet, who is Jingjing? Uchiha Madara. None of your business. Uzumaki Mito. None of your business. Come back, Hashirama. And on the other side, Danzo has been thinking seriously about system issues. Although he had already lost Mangekyo Sharingan and other things before, the more this happened, the more he had to answer the question correctly at all costs. Danzo was like a gambler. Correct. The system said just now that Senju Hashirama's answer is correct or wrong, so what is the correct one? Where is it wrong? Didn't hurt Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Madara, should be right. After all, with their strength, they shouldn't be so stupid. So no one from the Ninja Alliance was bombed. Then this tailed beast bomb should be missed. After thinking of this, Danzo immediately answered confidently. Danzo. System. I answer. This tailed beast bomb must be wrong. Like before, blow up to other places, like towns or oceans or something. After speaking, he had a smug smile on his face, ready to accept his reward. Hey, I don't need any great rewards either. One transformation pill is enough. Even if there is no way to become a Hokage during my lifetime, I will not be discouraged. Maybe I can get the power of 6 paths to resurrect, then secretly plan, look for opportunities and become a female Hokage. As long as you have a dream in your heart, it will come true sooner or later. Where there is a will, there is a way. Just when there was a sweet smile on his face, the voice of the system came over. Ding. Danzo's answer is completely wrong, and Danzo is given the following punishment: play the video of Danzo's death. Next, is there anyone else who wants to answer? Danzo. How is this possible? That's wrong too. So where can this 10 tails blow up? Is it possible to blow yourself up so stupidly? Also, the system, why are you targeting me like this? This is to flog me to death on purpose. Can't you let me go even if you die, and let everyone watch my miserable situation? After waiting for a while, seeing that no one answered the question, the system announced. End of this round of questions, start playing the correct answer first. The screen starts playing again. At this time, the Lois managed to condense the Earth-style mountain technique, and temporarily bound Ten Tails to it. But Ten Tails has a terrifying chakra in his mouth, aiming at the Ninja Alliance below. But at this moment, Killer Bee rides the bird drawn by Sai and suddenly appears in midair. Eight Tails and Killer Bee have barely regained their strength, and have become tailed beasts again. Before Ten Tails launched the tailed beast bomb, Eight Tails jumped up and jumped into Ten Tails' mouth, and directly sent out a tailed beast bomb first, pushing the tailed beast bomb in Ten Tails' mouth. Boom! Two tailed beast bombs explode inside Ten Tails. Then, Eight Tails fell heavily from a high altitude to the ground, panting heavily. Although he was seriously injured by this extremely dangerous blow, at least he survived. At this moment, due to the explosion, Ten Tails' body suddenly swelled dozens of times. Boom! Then it was like a balloon suddenly deflated. It returned to its normal size and collapsed limply on the ground. But this still couldn't cause much fatal damage to him. After the screen arrived here, it stopped temporarily. After seeing the horror of Ten Tails, Danzo was dumbfounded. This Ten Tails is too miserable. This can all be countered by an Eight Tails. Just like I did back then, I lost every game I had to win. Will we answer every question in the future by thinking of the most unlikely one first, and then answering the least likely answer? When Danzo was desperately complaining, the system sound sounded again. Ding! Next, Danzo's death video starts playing. In the chat group, Terumi May, it's really this video of Danzo's death. Hanzo, speaking of which, I still don't know how he died. Mifune, I heard that he seemed to have died in secret, and Konoha village also kept secrets about it. Gaara, it doesn't matter that this guy is dead. When I first saw him using distinguished heavenly gods, I felt that a person like him would endanger the world even if he was alive. Everyone is intrigued by Danzo's death at the moment. The chat group continued to criticize Danzo desperately. Luo Shaw, I don't know if he used some kind of conspiracy. He took advantage of 5th Hokage's coma, so he robbed Hokage as an agent, and ended up doing all kinds of things. 4th Raikage, I don't know if Konoha village, because they all thought this old fool was not pleasing to the eye, that's why they killed him. Haha. Also, Killer Bee, you are quite smart, you can come up with such a way to save the Ninja Alliance, awesome. Naruto, well, Uncle Killer Bee is really smart. Sasuke, this 10 Tails is because I was disabled by myself. I suddenly knew why the system played Danzo's cause of death, they are all stupid. Senju Hashirama, very good, let's quickly see how this group of boys died. The screen starts to switch. When everyone was looking forward to it, the video of Danzo's death finally started to appear. On a bridge, Danzo and Uchiha Sasuke meet. And above the bridge, is Uchiha Oiwang still wearing an orange Uzumaki mask. Xianglin hid aside. After Danzo saw Sasuke, he took off the bandage on his right hand. Very well, since this is the case, I will accept your Sharingan, Sasuke. After seeing such a scene, everyone was shocked. Terumi May, this Danzo really has so many Sharingans, full of them. 4th Raikage, it seems that what we guessed before is really correct. I wonder why he fights with Sasuke. Killer Bee, at this time, Sasuke is still in the Akatsuki organization, so it is normal for them to be hostile. Onoki, I don't know how many dark and fun things are there in their Konoha village. Sarana, why is there a girl here who looks so much like me? Sasuke, this is your Karen aunt, Sasuke. On screen. Soon, Danzo and Sasuke started fighting each other. Sasuke's Susanoo was quick to show off, reaching out and grabbing Danzo. Then start interrogating Danzo. I'll ask again, are you the leader of Konoha, ordering Uchiha Itachi to destroy our Uchiha clan? Danzo was very thoughtless. Under Susanoo's hands, he said viciously. Uchiha Itachi. Before he died, he revealed the secret. The angry Sasuke directly opened the further Susanoo state, putting on a giant with an upper body skeleton. Danzo didn't care about it, and kept talking to Sasuke. It is the duty of a ninja to bear the darkness in the dark. It is because of these people that the ninja world can be peaceful. Uchiha, Itachi, who told the truth of all this, is the traitor of Konoha village. Sasuke couldn't listen anymore, his eyes flashed, and he was so angry that he crushed Danzo to death. In the chat group, the people of the Uchiha family are very dissatisfied with Danzo. Uchiha Madara. It turns out that it was really you who killed the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Izuna. If it weren't for the fact that you are dead, I would have settled with you right now. And you have stolen so many eyes from us Uchiha. It's too much. Danzo. I do this only for the benefit of Konoha village, where people seek their own affairs. Nagato. Laugh to death. I have done so many dark things, and I still say that darkness is the essence of a ninja. I really put gold on my face. Terumi may. Others may be qualified to say this, but you are not. Oh, of course, Sarutobi Hiruzen is not qualified to say either. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Hanzo. I didn't see Danzo before in the Konoha village disaster during the Nine Tails Rebellion. Nagato. When I took pain to fight Konoha village, I didn't see him helping out. I really don't know where he went. After seeing these people blaming themselves, the people of Danzo panicked. Are you going to become the next Sarutobi Hiruzen? This is absolutely not allowed. Open mouth escape technique. Danzo. Actually, I don't want to do this either. It's the old man Sarutobi Hiruzen who forced me to do it. I'm helpless too. Danzo. I am not Hokage either, and I am not qualified to direct others to do things. Danzo. Think about it, how can I destroy such a powerful race as Uchiha by myself? Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen ordered everything behind his back, and then he pushed everything to me. Danzo. I am suffering too. That's why I want to be Hokage so much, to change this dirty Konoha village. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Danzo. You old Yinbi, why don't you come to me again? Sarutobi Hiruzen, who had been lying flat all the time, couldn't help but argue. Hanzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen, you really don't have the right to say that other people are old-fashioned, maybe you really ordered Danzo to do it. Onoki. What Danzo said seems to be true, I don't even know if it's true. Fourth Raikage. Although I am dubious, but when it comes to Sarutobi Hiruzen, I may believe it. Terumi may. They are all a nest of snakes and rats. It just depends on who is more guilty. Gaara. Is Danzo really a tragic hero? Luo Sha. Forget it, stop praising him. He used the distinguished heavenly gods to control the 3 ships before. If he wants to become the leader, is it a good man's move? Danzo. No way, I did this for the ninja world. Danzo. As it turns out, how powerful the later Konoha village is, have you all seen it? Danzo. The entire 4th Ninja World War seems to be supported by our Yi village. Danzo. If the commander-in-chief position had been given to Konoha village earlier, the ninja coalition might have won faster. Alas, there is no way, I always endure humiliation like this. As he talked, Danzo admired himself very much. In terms of eloquence, I am definitely not inferior to anyone in the ninja world. Maybe Sasuke will doubt himself after hearing this. Ha ha ha. Danzo in the Pure Land world is very proud. Onoki. Although I feel that he is talking nonsense, but I don't know why, it seems that there is really no way to refute him. Mifune. The strength of Konoha village is indeed far beyond our imagination at the time. Orochimaru. Wait, I worked so hard to revive the 4 Hokages, what does that have to do with you? Haito. That's right, the other Hokage is strong, so it has nothing to do with Danzo, right? I don't know how strong Danzo is. Fourth Raikage. And Danzo. Stop talking nonsense, it doesn't matter if you have Sarutobi Hiruzen instructions or not, it's all bad things you did. Danzo. I could have become a Hokage with my strength, but Sarutobi Hiruzen made trouble for me, so I didn't become a Hokage. If I become a Hokage, Konoha village will definitely take on a new look. Anyway, Sarutobi Hiruzen can't refute it, let him recite as much as he can. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Danzo. Enough is enough. Danzo. You are already a street mouse, everyone shouts and beats you, so stop talking. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Fourth Raikage. Forget it, you guys are just laughing at 100 steps. Because Sarutobi Hiruzen's reputation has fallen to the bottom at this time, even if a bad person hacks him, not many people will help Sarutobi Hiruzen. After seeing that no one around him helped me, this made Sarutobi Hiruzen feel extremely bitter. Are you really going to be speechless? Who could bear to be slandered by even a nasty Danzo? In this way, in the chat group, while happily cursing Danzo and Sarutobi Hiruzen, they continued to watch the video. And after sudden regeneration mutation in the video, everyone thought Danzo was dead. Unexpectedly, after that, Danzo's figure appeared behind Sasuke again. Is this Susanoo? The next moment, Danzo immediately took out a handful of kunai thorns and pointed at Susanoo. In the astonished eyes of everyone, Danzo's suffering was unexpectedly broken. Soon, Sasuke, who reacted, smashed Danzo to death again. In the chat group, fourth Raikage. Even if he hasn't seen this thing, he shouldn't feel that his suffering is incapable of breaking through. This can't even break my physical body, right? Killer B. Putting any ninjutsu at random is better than using kunai. Luo Sha. He is probably mentally disturbed. It's not surprising that is not very smart to have so many Sharingans. However, under the surprised eyes of everyone, Danzo reappeared in another place, and it seemed that he was still alive. Fourth Raikage. Oh, is this Danzo trying to use Shadow Clone? It seems that he is not so stupid. Luo Sha. But it doesn't feel like Shadow Clone. And later, through Shang Rin's narration, the audience also knew that this was not Shadow Clone. After that, Danzo tried various ways to die. Some were burned to death by Amaterasu. Some were directly hacked to death by Sasuke. Both of Sasuke's eyes started to drip blood, which showed how much he was burdened. After that, Sasuke also used illusion to see if it would work. Uchiha Itachi suddenly appeared behind Danzo, and next, Sasuke wanted to rush into Danzo's back and kill him. In the end, Danzo saw through and bound Sasuke with a spell. Danzo then undid Izanagi, which he had been using, and was ready to officially take down Sasuke. However, Sasuke overcomes the curse mark with his own willpower, and then summons Susanoo, ready to shoot Danzo with an arrow. As soon as Danzo hit the ground, Uchiha Sasuke's arrow shot out. Let him have no time to hide at all. He didn't have a chance to use his own Izanagi at this time, so he could only consume a lot of chakra and use the wood style on his right hand to block Sasuke's attack. In the chat group, Senju Hashirama. You kid still knows my wood style. Must have transplanted my cells, right? Orochimaru. That's right, because Mr. First Hokage's wood style is really useful, so we Konoha village have tried many times. Danzo was one of the few who succeeded. Uchiha Madara. This Danzo. He even transplanted Hashirama cells, is he worthy? Senju Hashirama. Indeed. Of course he is not qualified, you are the one who is Madara. Uchiha Madara. HMPH. Of course, Uzumaki Mito. Terumi Mei. I accidentally fell in love with Uchiha Madara and first Hokage again. Uchiha Madara. In the heart of Uchiha Madara, Senju Hashirama is the person who is imprinted in his heart. At the beginning, I also risked my life to obtain Senju Hashirama's cells with difficulty. So, how can other people get Senju Hashirama's cells casually? Senju Tobirama. No wonder he can use so many Sharingan, it is because of the existence of Hashirama cells. Uchiha Madara. It's a shame to have the power of Senju and Uchiha at the same time. Namikaze Minato. So, he must have been interested in Nine Tails back then, that's why he also obtained these power emperors who suppressed Nine Tails at the same time. It seems that Danzo's ambition is really big. The screen is still live. Afterwards, Danzo turned on Izanagi again and attacked Sasuke many times. Through the explanations of Obito and others, the audience finally understood the role of Izanagi. Fourth Raikage. No wonder Danzo was able to know about Izanagi. He really knows this very well. Terumi Mei. There are so many Sharingans, plus Master First Hokage's cells, it's really a very powerful configuration. It's the most suitable for Danzo's timid character. Because it was during the battle between Uchiha Itachi and Yakushi Kabuto. Everyone has also heard of Izanagi. So I soon knew the reason for Danzo's resurrection. It can transform all unfavorable conditions encountered by users into illusions. Only the attacks that are useful to oneself will be transformed into reality, which can be said to be a very buggy skill. This is the first time they have seen Izanagi in official use. However, after seeing Danzo die again and again, everyone complained desperately. Fourth Raikage. Izanagi, who is so easy to use, was used as a shadow clone by him. Orochimaru. This is the Sharingan I wished for, but I didn't expect it to be so wastefully used by Danzo. It's really annoying. Yakushi Kabuto. If you think you have resurrection coins, can you be so willful? Just to test Susanoo, all with one life. Mifune. At first I thought he was still very strong, at least he could be regarded as the number 2 figure in Konoha's top management. I didn't expect such a dish. Hanzo. Garbage. Even a swordsmanship can kill him casually. Nagato. Such a person, he had the guts to engage in so many conspiracies before, and even killed my friend, really unworthy. Uchiha Madara. Indeed, you are not worthy of being a hero, and you are not considered a careerist. Hanzo. He doesn't use brains in fights, how much brains do you expect him to have when he is Hokage? Boruto. What a pity for these god-level equipment. The screen continues to play. And after, Danzo realizes that Sasuke Susanoo's bow attack is indeed very difficult to deal with. So he immediately used the summoning technique to summon the nightmare. Then, the nightmare taper immediately uses the wind style, which creates an extremely powerful suction. Hurrah! Sasuke could only be forced to stand in place, desperately resisting the suction of the nightmare. Immediately afterwards, Danzo came behind Sasuke, ready to pinch back and forth. Wind style. Vacuum waves. Waves of vacuum hit all the way, as violent as a typhoon, instantly flattening the ground on the bridge. Ha ha ha, this typhoon is coming with a whistling roar. Click. Danzo's wind style attack even caused cracks in Sasuke's Susanoo, revealing rare flaws. This is almost a rare highlight moment since he fought. Danzo seized the opportunity and rushed over immediately, ready to launch a fatal blow to Sasuke. Sasuke immediately used the fire-style Great Fireball technique, and flew into the mouth of the nightmare with the help of the wind. Chi. The wave of flames swept quickly, turning the nightmare into a ball of flames. Roar. Roasted by the blazing heat, the nightmare wailed in pain, feeling like a roasted pig. Immediately afterwards, Sasuke's Susanoo reached out and grabbed Danzo in midair. With a click, Danzo's life was directly ended. Danzo's Sharingan has closed one again. In the chat group, Fourth Raikage. What a poor summoning beast. Terumi May. I can only say that the IQ of the summoning beast is about the same as that of its owner. Is this directly eating fire and burning itself? The roast suckling pig is just right. Luo Sha. Don't insult the summoning beast, this is Danzo too good. Killer Bee. Reminds me of Ten Tails blowing himself up, haha. The screen is still live. It didn't take long for both Karen and Sasuke to figure out how Danzo fought. Next, Sasuke decided to make a quick decision to end Danzo as soon as possible. Otherwise, after his physical strength is exhausted, it will become more and more difficult to fight. He seized his moment and delivered another punch from Susanoo, crushing Danzo to death. Danzo is alive again, but at this time, his Susanoo is also getting smaller and smaller, and has reached the point where it is on the verge of disappearing. Danzo seized the opportunity and jumped up again, intending to attack Sasuke with kunai. However, Sasuke turned around and several kunai flew over. Swish. Another life for Danzo is over. In the chat group, everyone was completely speechless about Danzo's operation. Fourth Raikage. Although Sasuke's Susanoo is really difficult to deal with, it can't be like this, right? Terumi May. It's okay to be crushed to death by Susanoo, but you can even kill Danzo with a shuriken. How dare you say that you are qualified to be a Hokage with such excellent skills? Gaara. I doubt sending a Chunin can assassinate him. Haitu. I asked my grandma to kill him in an open and honest manner. Onoki. The mud can't support the wall, so such a good equipment is in vain. Boruto. Treating Izanagi as a resurrection coin is such a waste. And Izanagi's role is not fully utilized. Lyman Electric. What a food addict. Nara Shikeo. I don't use my brain, and I can't play such a crash game. Sarana. It is indeed a waste of the eyes of our Uchiha clan, it is an insult. Two hot eyes. After seeing everyone's criticism, Danzo complained in his heart. Woo woo woo. This is really a dung beetle spreading the seeds, leaving behind the stench of 10,000 years. Can't you love the old chicken? Don't the veteran chickens have no human rights? It's cold. I have already failed so miserably, and you still want to humiliate me like this. Danzo. No way, I just became an agent Hokage at the time, busy with official duties, and didn't rest for several days and nights. My waist is sore and my back hurts, so my physical strength is not good. Gaara. Other ninjutsu is not very good, but the mouth is quite powerful, and the wind-style ninjutsu that comes out of the mouth is also quite strong. I reluctantly call you the strongest mouth shadow. Danzo. In the picture, Sasuke no longer has Susanoo, and begins the final contest with the group deputy. Danzo also changed all of his chakra into knives and rushed over. The figures of the two sides intersect. Swish. Danzo has sharp eyes and quick hands, and stabs Sasuke in one shot. But at the same time, Sasuke's Chidori also poured into Danzo's body. Danzo thought that he still had a life, so he felt that he had won the final victory. Ha ha ha, Sasuke, didn't you count well? Don't know that I can be resurrected. Ha ha. Ha. After a while, he realized that he hadn't activated Izanagi yet, and the severe pain in his body quickly swept through his heart. Danzo felt ashamed all of a sudden. What happened? Don't you still have a life? It's over. It's dead now. Through Obito's commentary, the audience also understood. Sasuke's frantic attack made Danzo quickly reduce his Sharingan. But when Danzo had closed all the Sharingan, Sasuke activated an illusion to let Danzo see that there was another Sharingan opened, thinking that he still had a life. So in the end, Danzo fell into Sasuke's hands. In the chat group, everyone applauded Danzo's fiasco. There was even thunderous applause. Nara Shikamaru. This Danzo died because of his bad maths, I can't figure it out. Sure enough, he was a person who didn't know how to count. Boruto. I'm ashamed to praise my Sasuke uncle for being smart, there's nothing to brag about if he wins. Terumi Mei. The old thief Danzo is finally dead, the content causes extreme comfort. Orochimaru. Too stupid, wasting so much Sharingan, why not give it to me? Uchiha Madara. Uchiha people of my future generations, it is a shame that you let such a person lead the genocide. Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Shisui. Uchiha Madara hates iron but not steel in the Pure Land world. Originally thought that this Danzo should be a little level, so he has the ability to force Uchiha Itachi to exterminate the genocide. Unexpectedly, this is it. The hot chicken that I didn't even look at before I was alive. Such a little guy can kill his own people. Uchiha Madara almost didn't say, such a clansman is dead. Never mind. Anyway, these clansmen are dead, so don't pierce their hearts. Onoki. I thought Sarutobi Hiruzen was weak enough, but I didn't expect Danzo to be even worse. No wonder you couldn't grab the position of Hokage. Otherwise, the weakest Hokage in history is Danzo. Luo Sha. The mighty Konoha village was almost brought to its knees by these two rookies. Shimura Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Tsunade. Fortunately, Konoha village still has me here. On screen, Danzo still wanted to die, so he hijacked Xianglin and threatened Sasuke in order to gain a chance. Sasuke said coldly, you talk about self-sacrifice, but you take hostages. Danzo's desperate sophistry. I'm not afraid of death, it's just for Konoha village, for the ninja world, I absolutely can't die in such a place, I will use all means to change this ninja world. I am a necessary means. This woman will die for it. In the chat group, everyone despises Danzo to the extreme. Zuo Lianga. How shameless to hold a girl hostage. Onoki. That's right, I've never seen such a brazen person. He can say such high-sounding words. Gaara. As expected, she is indeed the strongest mouth shadow. This ability to speak is really admirable. Fourth Raikage. People who don't know, really think he is a hero who bears humiliation. Naruto. Yes, it's so eloquent. Terumi Mei. I don't know how Sasuke should deal with it. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.